Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Well, surprise, it's not Sunny with us this morning. It's Shadow.
Hello, baby.
She's been hovering around this table all morning.
Well, you know, Dex, my doctor told me that I should drink less coffee, too.
But do we listen?
When I worked, I'm retired now, semi-retired, I measured it, how much I drank, and it was about 64 ounces most days.
Oh, Shadow. Shadow's in a
So
very...
now I'm probably more like about 32 to 40-ish. I don't know. It could be around there.
Shadow, I'm trying to get that off your ear. There we go.
But we knew somebody that probably drank far more than that, or we knew them vaguely through the library world.
Well, come on. There's various schools of thought on coffee here.
Mm-hmm.
One is that it increases your longevity. So what is it, you know? Do we drink more or do we drink less? I think we just have to find our happy medium, whatever that may be.
I'm just thinking of that one librarian that I was thinking of who used to say, I'd shoot it up if I could. And no one reportedly ever saw them without a cup of coffee in their hand. Anyways, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. If I can ignore Shadow for a moment.
Maybe I'll take over.
Be careful. Oh, Mr. O takes his life into his hands. Even I know not to get close to those murder mitts.
There is that, Fiber.
Hi, Fiber. Well,
I'm not really a purist, you know, just black coffee, but I don't usually put in Baileys or things like that. Every other decade or so, I might have done that. I don't know. I'm mostly a non-drinker anyways for other reasons. So.
Well, Mr. O, I'm going to have you pull a
We do what we have to, Dex, you know, so that's fine, you know.
Because...
I've enjoyed a smoothie once in a while.
Ah, green smoothie. Because I love myself Oracle.
Alrighty.
Pull it out of there, Mr. O.
Pull it out of there.
Well.
We know what we're talking about. And hey, It's odd that it just sort of flew into my hand.
What is it?
I'll show you in a minute.
Because
It's
I Love
that
Myself, Oracle by Lucy Cavendish.
Inner conversations.
Ooh.
I speak to myself in loving ways about my own self. I hold myself in the embrace of compassion in the Divine Mother, as the Divine Mother would hold her child. I am kind to myself.
You know what's really odd about this is that as I was getting the decks together, I decided to shuffle these and pull one for myself, and I pulled the exact same card. And I've shuffled them since, and he pulled randomly from here, and he pulled Inner Conversations. So I guess it's meant to be for the collective today. So speak to yourself. Watch how you speak to yourself is the message here for Happy Hour. Share loving thoughts with yourself and about yourself. You know, don't negative speak, because we carry that burden with us throughout our day. Be kind to not just others, be kind to yourself. Wow, that's the message for the collective for this Happy Hour.
Hey, baby.
Gonna get my Namaste Oracle out already for later. There it is. And let's get the light sears. Oh, and did I forget something? We have peanut butter brownies bars to nosh on today.
Mm-hmm. She just made these yesterday.
I just made them yesterday.
Last night.
Last night. They were easy peasy. Very easy to make.
Yes, Shadow says, I want to smell those.
They were so good. They are so good. They're not gone. It's a whole 9x13 pan of them, so they're not gone. But if Mr. O had his way...
I would eat them all.
Well, all right. Who is first on our list? I think it's Lilith, right?
Yeah, I think it was Lilith. Dextrose is asking for the recipe.
Well, I got it from something, I can't remember the whole name. It might have been Pear, like pear the fruit, Pear Tree Kitchen. And it's just a brownie bar recipe. It's got, it's got sugar. It's got brown sugar and sugar. So it's got both. You can also sprinkle some on top, they recommend. And it's very fungible recipe in that you can add chocolate chips, add other things to embellish it. It's got vanilla in it. It's got baking soda. And it's got flour and, of course, peanut butter. And I really think, and regular butter. And I really think that's all the ingredients, seriously. So you can use crunchy or... creamy peanut butter, but they say to use not the natural one. Maybe it's the fat content that's needed. I'm not sure. So,
Violet, I suppose that's true, but I would have you know that our mutual doctor admonished me about making any comments like that to her. So there.
Comments about what?
Violet says, you had a great workout at the gym and then went home and made brownie bars.
Yeah.
Tisk. I bet your trainer wouldn't approve.
He would not. He seems to be a rather healthy eater. And he's in really great shape, as you can imagine. But he's talked to us about some of the health problems he's had. He's had some issues with his back. He had an accident, right, though, that caused that, I think? He had an accident that caused some serious issues with his back, but he's been able to work through a lot of them. And for Lilith, we have...
Ta-da! King of Swords.
The King of Swords. The King of Swords is saying is you are in the right place right now. Spirit is saying in the right position to make the good decisions you need to make in your life. You know, this is about making good decisions, making right decisions, making just decisions if they involve others, and being fair not just to others, but being fair to yourself. You know, don't judge yourself with critical eyes, Spirit is saying. Judge yourself objectively. Look at situations and things you're involved in, and this isn't a matter of being kind to yourself, but this is a matter of being truthful to yourself. And, you know, sometimes we're a lot harder on ourselves than we need to be. If you look at things from a broader perspective, you realize sometimes that, you know, this is not something you should be taking blame for or playing victim over, etc. You just got to look at a situation with more clarity.
You know, I like that. And of course, after going to your workshop last month, I realized that there are so many different ways to look at the court cards. And, you know, so for some of us, the kings can have very traditional meanings, and then sometimes it can be more fluid. It could just be talking about maybe an older person. I'm not going to get gender specific necessarily with the kings. So I feel this king is really just about the sense of wisdom that maybe comes with experience and or age. The idea of leaving yourself open to looking for instinctual symbols or signs. You know, you see that there's a couple of different animals that are near the person, the figure in there, and two are flying at least. And it just feels like once you know what you're looking for, it's far easier to find it. So something about this is wisdom-based, and the idea that as you realize what it is you're looking for, it becomes easier to find it.
And while we have most everybody still here, I want to remind you all there will
We're going to eat. Oh, wait, no.
You can have one. There will be no live show next Thursday. Mr. O has an engagement he has to attend, and so we have to cancel Thursday's show. We will be here next Sunday, and of course we'll be here tomorrow. So if you need a reading, you know, with to ask any question, try to be here for tomorrow's show, or we'll see you next Sunday. Of course, we'll see you back here at happy hour. Mm-hmm. Of course. All right, so let's move on to Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Right, you can shuffle, and I'll eat, Mr. O. I'm going to save one of these crunchy end pieces for last. So.
I like those.
I know you do. You better save me one.
You're welcome, Lois.
Well, they're even better today, Mr. O.
Oh, I bet they are.
I just took a chance on this recipe online. I was looking for something simple and quick to make, and
well, you do one or two other kinds of peanut butter cookies or things, and I thought you were doing that. I didn't realize, or I wasn't paying attention to you, but it's really good. I think it's risen to that level. It might knock the other ones you make out of the running.
Oh. Dropping crumbs.
All right, Andrea. And the first card was the King of Swords, and the second card is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is talking about maybe some of those same qualities, but with this Queen, we sort of see it's not so much a sense of detachment, though. It could be taken for that. There's a sense of really considering and thinking about what may be coming in the future or what may be coming that you're not able to see just yet. But the Queen of Swords is always about knowing the right and best way to make a decision. Not too harsh, not too unharsh, just right. So she's sort of like the Goldilocks of maybe decision makers or people who have to make certain kinds of choices, or just understanding situations that have a right and a wrong, but maybe there's something ambiguous or gray about it. This is the quality of somebody who can really give more clarity as well, maybe just in a gentler way of sorts. And the other one was pretty gentle too, the way I described it.
Good morning, Angel.
Hi, Angel.
Well, I think I don't want to say the Queen of Swords, because it's kind of like stereotypical to say that, she takes a kinder, gentler approach to the decisions she makes. No, but I think she is wise enough to take everything into account and, and also in her decisions make sure she's being very, very fair. Very fair with others. And not only that, she's there to counsel and guide others. Whether you have something to teach somebody, whether you have something to mentor somebody, whether you have people who are confused about their path in life or what decision they need to make next, like guiding a child. This is the card. Spirit is saying, use your powers of discernment wisely to help and assist others move, their lives forward. Maybe this is a call to, I feel in this case, and yeah, there's a lot of ways I can read the Queen of Swords too. But I think in this case, Andrea, it's saying if this is a call to maybe assist others in some way on their journey, whether it's even at work and, lending a hand to a new employee or something like that. So
Right.
just try to, use these powers. And also, this is a time too where you're really going to be able to see things a lot more clearly now than you have been lately. Maybe if some things have been kind of murky, the clouds are starting to clear and you're starting to see things as they truly are. That's the message for this card. Good luck with that.
All right. Thank you.
What would you think there? You ate one, didn't you?
Oh my God, they're so good.
Oh, you ate, you ate your corner.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, look at that big one I saved for you.
You're
That was
moving
nice
them
of
around
you,
like they're a
wasn't it?
chess piece. Everyone wins, though.
This is true. All right.
As long as we play by the rules.
Yeah, it's funny because I really mixed the heck out of this deck, Violet. I am not kidding you. While he was upstairs showering for work, I took two piles, shuffled each pile individually, put them back, and then shuffled parts of them together. I mean, I just really did. So if these cards are together, I don't know how that happened, but it happened. It's just a sword kind of day, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I know. We've been having, and even in our cards of the day, there have been some interesting synchronicities or repeats of cards, and so that's going to happen again this next week. So it was really funny to me that we had the Two of Swords reversed on Friday, and then we have the Four of Cups upright on Saturday. It's kind of like, well, one is telling you to make a move or decision, the other one's telling you, maybe I don't want to do that right now.
Come here. No, stay away.
I know.
And there goes Shadow to her perch.
Well, this is another, how shall we say, is it just going to be Court Card-a-Palooza today? Because we have, for Libra, the Knight of Cups.
Awesome. Nice.
So that shifts gears a little bit here into the love department, Libra. Open your heart. This is a time to experience joy. This is a time to experience pleasure. Be it in romance or just in life in general. To experience the joy of life and, to share that with others as well. Have some good times with friends or family or with a significant partner, wink, wink.
Exactly. The night is always about the movement of something that maybe brings joy to your heart, livens your step with feelings of, sentimentality or affection for someone, or something. I mean, you could have this feeling just because maybe you've acquired a new pet and now you want to spend a little extra time bonding with the pet. And I've heard, something about the 3 days, 3 weeks, and 3 months allegory to a pet acclimating to your home. Like there are certain standards for that. But whatever it is, Libra, this is clearly saying that maybe something moving towards you brings a sense of strong, growing emotion, affection, bonding, love. So it could be about, having a date night. It could be about spending special time with your folks or with your children or with neighbors that mean a lot to you or whoever it is. It's definitely saying open your heart and your heart will be filled.
Ah, so we have for you Libra. Good luck with that. And you are welcome, Andrea.
You're welcome,
Good to
Andrea.
see you here. As always. Thank you. All right. Let's get the cards to you. And we are on
Kara.
Let's see what we have for Kara. Yes, Sunny, Shadow's in the tree. I think Shadow just owns that top perch lately. Shadow is always
very
up
rare
there.
anyone goes up there.
Yeah.
It
Sunny
hasn't been in years.
occasionally, but she's up there most of the time now. That's her roost.
And at least, like when they were younger, they would occasionally try to jump down from that to the table. They might have even done that in the first
Sunny did that.
few months of
Sunny did that in
TFT
our live
way
shows.
back.
Yeah.
It was a disaster. I think cameras got knocked over and all of that.
Yes. Oh my gosh, let me get some of this full cup of coffee, Mr. O.
Is it cold?
Full, I said.
Oh, full.
It's not cold. I still feel warm.
Yes, that is
I
yet another
am
cat.
Drinking in my Aries cup because it's almost Aries season. Woohoo!
You're drinking in the Aries cup because that's the one I pulled out of the cupboard.
Well, what a wise choice that was, Mr. O.
Why, certainly.
So I could talk about my month-long birthday festivities. Woohoo! Entire Aries season. Happy me.
But first, here's the card for Kara.
Is it a non,
It is. It's Temperance.
Oh, Kara.
Kara, spirit or something is strongly guiding you to look at the things you have on your plate now and realize that some balance work needs to go into that. Maybe both shadow work and light work, to complement each other, because you see the shadowy sphere and then you see the more light sphere. Spirit is saying this is a time to analyze, study, detail, or note what's going on in the different realms of your life. Is your shadow in balance with the other aspects of your life, or vice versa? Sometimes the shadow may have a little more precedence because the light side is not quite in tune either.
Right, in a way you get the sense of a couple of different cards here, like number 1 to 2 of Pentacles, but in a more spiritual or, inner sense, not the outer world concerns. And also you get a little bit of the Lovers here too, I think, where, you have this duality, and maybe even the Chariot, because the Chariot talks about the opposing, light and dark.
Well, there's so many of these
Right.
in the tarot itself.
There's a lot of overlap, but in a different way. And I think this is saying, Kara, it's time to moderate. It's time to moderate these energies in your life and seek the middle ground between them. Balance and harmony is what you should be seeking right now, Spirit is saying. And, you'll just feel so much lighter. You'll feel so much better once you achieve that balance. Sometimes we got a little bit too much energy and too much of this stuff, and it doesn't serve us well. And as you know, this will not either if we allow some of our more, challenging aspects to take hold of us. So this is a time to find that balance and harmony and go with the flow.
Life is a mixture.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
All right.
And we are on Dex. Hi, Dex. Good to see you here.
Hey, Dex.
Whoopsie.
Boy, now I'm thinking of a smoothie. I haven't had a good smoothie in ages.
Has been a while.
You're welcome, Carol. So just remind everybody, of course, that we're back tomorrow for Banshee's Material Matters. It is pre-recorded, but we are live in the chat room. And Banshee's readings are pretty comprehensive financial information for each sign of the zodiac. It's a 3-card read that kind of gives all the facts you need to know to move you through the week ahead. So that's Sunday at 10 a.m. Join us.
Join us.
Eastern Standard Time. Of course, besides a good smoothie, I remember that one song that was sort of like punk rock era rap. He's a health fanatic. It's about a health fanatic, and the last 2 lines are, he's a health fanatic, he makes you sick.
Well, I'm feeling the burn today from my workout, and there's a lot of physicality in the 5 of Wands decks, you know. This could be about competition or sports or challenging yourself in some way. I know there's people here, so in other words, you know, if you, for example, did group exercise, you know, there's that. Being with people, challenging yourself physically, or challenging the challenge of conflicting or, you know, different ideas. The sharing of everybody's ideas and where they're at. Out of, you know, the differences that we all have, there is I don't want to call it a middle ground, but what I do want to call it is a solution that everybody can find value in. And so I think this is a time right now, Spirit is saying, for you to work with others on finding that harmonious sweet spot that everybody can find something of value in.
So a lot of the cards, whether implicitly or just sort of right out there, are about balance. And, you know, maybe that's because we're approaching soon the Mercury retrograde and things are going to go wacky for some of us especially. Yeah. But when I look at this card, I'm thinking there's a fine line, a fine balance between, you know, somebody's sense of I need to be ruthless in my competition, or those who say I want to learn how to work with the team and maximize all the energies that we have. And I'm a great fan of that whole theory. I just sort of feel that sometimes you really do have to listen to every voice or make sure every voice has a chance. Yes.
Because, you know, I think here people just want to be heard. You don't have to agree with everything, and clearly it's fine to disagree and agree to disagree, but everybody wants to be heard and listened to. So open your mind and explore these divergent schools of thought. I want to take it to that level, but I also want to say that this could be, Spirit is also saying, this could be a very active time for you in working with others in some way, or, you know, for you maybe possibly competing, you know, with others. We've had some athletes on our program, so, you know, I don't want to, you know, rule anything out here. And so this is a sign of just working with a team, whether it's a sports team or whether it's a support group, you know, doing yoga or whatever together. It's a positive, healthy, you know, the 5 can be very positive and healthy for the most part when, you know, when everybody agrees to work together on seeking a solution and pulling all the thoughts into a cohesive whole. Am I blowing at too much? I probably am.
No, you're not.
Have I beaten that
I'm just
to
watching
death?
our bad light over there.
Oh, yeah, we've got a flickery light. It is not ghosts.
I hear that, Dex. Yes, you know, but it's important to keep up. It's like, I guess in a way we're like sharks, you know, if we stop moving.
Yeah, I have 4 workouts. 4 workouts this week, and boy, that last one was killer, and I am feeling it because I was with our trainer, and we had to work on the core. Anyway.
I hear you, and I don't know how I managed after all these years.
It's yours. I did that one.
Okay. I thought you
And we're on Fiber. Hi,
Hey, Fiber Magic and Carl. How do you
Time
do?
management. I know. And I know. So I got to do some, I think, of my chair yoga stretches today because, boy.
And we're not intentionally trying to freak anybody out, but we have a stuttering light bulb about us, and I can tell that it's slightly flashing on the screen there.
Yeah.
So if you're possibly seizure potential,
Hopefully it'll settle down.
it does, and then it doesn't.
As soon as I said that, it starts flickering. Maybe there is a ghost in here.
Maybe we need Caro, the electrician.
Oh, I'm sure we do. We need an electrician.
We
Absolutely.
do.
All right.
Rave tarot. Hilarious. Okay, so here's your Rave Tarot, Fiber.
Oh.
It's the High Priestess. Now it's going to really pick up. Watch. No, but the High Priestess, Fiber, just says today is a day where maybe something you've really been, trying to understand the deepest layers of it, whether it's metaphysical or just, mysteries or things that need your intuitive reach to find, is today's that day. And it feels like there's an omnipresence, like maybe once you understand this thing, then you sort of realize that maybe you've always understood it, but somehow, you just needed to rediscover it again in a way.
Well, what a great card. It just seems like your intuition and your ability to tap into your inner wisdom right now is very strong, very strong. At the end of Pisces season here, I think going within and connecting would definitely serve you well. Spirit may have some messages to share right now. I get the feeling when I see this card. So this is and I don't know whether it's just because it's the pre-Mercury retrograde too. Maybe it's and maybe it's setting up for that. That it's time more to do inner work and things that that Mercury can't touch.
Well, hopefully that's true. Yeah.
Hopefully that's true. I think that you're very in tune right now, and Spirit wants you to connect. I'm just getting that feeling. So good luck with that.
All right.
And we are on Carl. Hey, we're just blowing through this list.
Well, it's not as long as it usually is. Awesome.
Oh,
I hope you
yeah.
have a great
cool.
celebration.
Very cool. Well, I'm surprised you haven't eaten your second one yet, Mr. O. You're showing great restraint.
But you haven't either.
Are you waiting on me?
I don't know. I might be. But maybe I'm not.
I maybe didn't have to sprinkle the sugar on top. I don't know. They did recommend it, but I think I could have done without. I think next time I would like to make them with a little chocolate frosting or ganache on top. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah.
Put me in a coma.
All right. Okay, Carl, let's see what we've got.
That's a lot of what we did yesterday, Dex, at our trainer. We worked on core.
Oh, well, he had us get on a contraption I haven't been on. And it's one of those things where you stand on a platform and you've got your arms up here, and then you've got to let go, let your legs go, and do knee tucks that way. Oh, that was challenging, and I am feeling that up here, needless to say. But I managed. He was a little lighter on me than Mr. O. I didn't have to do quite as many reps as Mr. O.
Well, it wasn't even hard for me to do them, sadly.
Well, Carl, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo for happy hour. We've got the 5 of Pentacles.
We're not supposed to do that, though.
What?
You're supposed to give them a good reading.
Of course I am. Spirit wants you to know that, there is a place for you. There's a place for you in your community, in your business world, in your personal life. There is people who are going to welcome you and open their doors for you. Just pick that head up there and stand up and walk through that door.
Carl, Spirit says there's something you're sensing, but you're on the outside of it.
Oh.
It's fibers, biscuits, and gravy, so you have to just go inside and enjoy them.
Oh, no.
But seriously speaking, this is kind of what Banshee says, and to me it's also saying too that maybe Spirit is saying this is a time for you to kind of gather strength from what you've observed from that other side. Gather strength from the other perspectives that you come across, and be prepared to integrate them when you, there goes that stuttering light again.
I know.
When you have all those pieces, the 5 points of the pentagram, of course, are very important to us because it is about solidifying and incorporating all those essential ingredients that we feel are magical and natural. So Spirit says, do that work and then bring that perspective inward. So hi, Nicole.
Is that better? Maybe for a while.
For a while. All right, Carl. Have a great Astara, guys.
Yeah.
And enjoy your friend's birthday.
Enjoy the start of Aries season. Woohoo! All right, and for our latecomers, just want to remind everybody again, we will not be having a Thursday show this week. Mr. O has an engagement, so we are canceling Thursday, but we will be here, of course, for happy hour next week. We'll be here tomorrow, and we'll be here next Sunday.
It's part of my interfaith functions. I've been invited to a Ramadan-themed dinner. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'll have to bone up on that. And oddly enough, that's March 21st, which is my grandfather's birthday, and he always said, I was born on the first day of spring. Of course, it's not always the first day of spring, but he was just always so proud of that.
Didn't I pull that 5? You pulled the 5 of Pentacles, right?
I did.
No, I pulled it. Because I pulled the High Priestess for...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, this is not the bickering song.
Not yet.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Good to see you.
All right. Everyone's here.
Gang's all here. Yay for us Aries. You got it.
Oh, and Preethi's here too. Hi, Preethi.
Oh, yeah, I said hi to Preethi.
I missed that.
Yep.
But it seemed like a moment ago somebody was wondering where everybody was.
Right. And then all of a sudden everybody arrived.
Come on down. Well, my time is finite, but we'll see how it goes.
So this is for Angel Rivera.
Angel Rivera. Happy hour to you. And your card says, come on in. Come into the big tent. The 4 of Wands. The official party card. So whether you have anything to really celebrate or not, Spirit is saying you need to have a celebratory mindset or mood about you, because maybe this is really a sense of enjoying all the aspects of what your family or your community or your solidarity with others for whatever reasons brings to you today. And at this day, this time period, Spirit says you should focus on how you can make things even bigger and more celebratory, how you can find more connections between people and realize that, for the most part, we are really all the same, and we just need to find our kin, find our tribe, and build for the future.
Well, whether you celebrate with others or you just celebrate, your progress so far, this is a sign that you do need to have, you took the words out of my mouth, a celebratory spirit. This is a time to look at what you've accomplished so far this year, for example. I know it's early. It's only March. It's going on April. But, take stock and realize that you have set maybe some good goals for yourself that you already have reached some progress on. whatever the case may be. Maybe there's some project or something you've been working on at work, and there, everything is looking very firm and solid. Every step we take in this journey, we should try to celebrate, for better or worse, because, like I said, every part of our journey has value. And if we don't take a little time to step back and honor ourselves and our progress, we're missing out. We're missing out. We're here to also enjoy, not just work at it. We're here to enjoy the progress we've made. So do that. Celebrate. Have fun. But if you're celebrating tomorrow on St. Patty's Day, do it at home. Or do not drink and drive. All that stuff. Oh, but anyway, have fun. That's what we got for you, Mr. Rivera. Nice card. Always like to see that one at happy hour.
I'm going to get the light because it is just fascinating.
Yeah, maybe shut it off. We might get a little darker, but...
No, not for happy hour.
Right, we'll still glow here. Oh well. Hey, you're welcome.
You're
we'll
welcome.
Be working tomorrow. Uh-oh. Well, that's probably a safe place to be. Of course, driving back, just beware of the crazy drivers out there. I don't like to go anywhere on St. Patrick's Day if I can avoid it. Unless it's early, and because people start drinking that green beer early.
And I am a surviving friend of somebody who died from drinking and crashing on St. Patrick's Day. It was literally about 40 years ago. It was either 84 or 85. His name was Fred. He was a friend of mine where I worked at. He used to work on my car. And he went out drinking on St. Patrick's Day night and hit something, and it was real bad. He died. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Yeah, that was not happy.
No, it wasn't, so I don't want to
The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. For Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Hangman.
Nicole. Well, this is a cartoon. This is giving you, Nicole, Spirit is giving you an opportunity to step back. Step back for a time, and this is about not so much like Mr. Rivera's card, a sign of celebration, to step back and celebrate your success, but to step back and assess. Assess where you're at right now, what more you might need. Look, and especially if you have some important moves, choices, or decisions to make. It's time to really gain a broader perspective. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to look at things objectively, when you're in the middle of something. But you are definitely capable of it. And this is saying take an objective look at things right now and see what needs to be done one way or another in either a situation you're in or a move or decision that you may have to make. You definitely deserve, whatever this is, it deserves your time and your attention.
Well, Spirit has given you an opportunity that maybe this doesn't always happen exactly like this for you, that maybe there is something special or enlightening come to you, but Spirit wants to make you aware that it doesn't come without maybe some cost, and the cost may mostly be about the time that you'll need to spend kind of, absorbing this information or absorbing what the impact of the information is. But Spirit says you would do well to do this at this time, and that maybe in some ways you're going to suspend other parts of your life so you can kind of move towards that point of light or epiphany that is coming to you. Spirit thinks it's important that you consider that, and that basically you don't really lose anything, even by that sacrifice of time or whatever it ends up being. You only win.
It's all healthy, it's all good, and Spirit also wants to say that if you are having some difficulties in trying to look at things from a more objective frame of mind, it's okay to go and seek out advice from others at this time. So if that's what you need to do, then by all means do it. This is a person who, clearly is seeking something, is searching for something, knowledge, wisdom, and you know what they say: seek and ye shall find. All right.
Right, Nicole. And Preeti is up. Hey, Preeti.
Hello, Preeti.
Happy hour to
I
you.
see Siama popped in. I didn't see that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're doing okay. We probably should cut the list off, though, I think. Violet, Mr. O has to get to work, so after Siama, we will stop.
All right. You're welcome, Nicole.
The only exception would be Victoria. Maybe Anthony. Maybe Divine. No. I mean,
There's always going to be somebody like, oh, we have to do this one.
yeah.
The list is closed. All right, I got that. Looks like I didn't pin the earlier one. Oh, well. Sorry.
What do you have?
Awesome.
Yay!
The sun.
Good day, sunshine.
You get the sun, Preeti, and this means that there's an illumination or illumination factor about you. This is going forward for maybe a few days, a week or so. Spirit is saying there's much you can find out. There's much you can reveal to yourself. There's also things that are maybe coming to you in the way of love or friendship or relationships that maybe, the time is right for maybe you yourself to reach out to someone or for someone to be reaching out to you. It's a good time maybe if you want to spend time with children, your own or maybe other people's children. It just sort of seems like, it's really peaceful and bright.
Open those arms wide and welcome in the light, the happiness, the joy that sunshine brings to a lot of us. I always hear some people say they don't like the sun, they like the cloudy days, blah, that's fine. But for those of us who know, who feel the warmth, the energy, the vibrancy in a sunny day, that's what's reflected in this card here. And I, there's a lot of energy around you right now, Preeti. There's a lot of positivity that you can access. So consider, doing things this week that make you feel you're on a positive path. Consider taking little steps, getting through little mini projects and completing them, and giving you that sense of satisfaction and success that will only inspire more of the same coming to you.
All right.
That's what I have for you. Good luck with that.
Have
nice
a beautiful
card.
sunny day.
Excuse me. It's a sneezy day.
And now we're on Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Right.
So Mr. O is going to work for about 5 hours from noon to 5 at the library where I work. And then I'm probably going to go and swim for a little while after work.
And she will probably take a nap. No, I won't.
You're welcome, Preeti.
And she's got laundry to do. Did say I was going to do some today.
Yes, I finished all mine yesterday, or whenever I did it. Was that Thursday or yesterday? I think I had to re-dry some things.
Well, this is our last day. Spring is coming, but this is our last day in the 50s here. We're going back down temperature-wise into the 40s and even into the 20s on some nights.
Well, around these parts, Michigan is famous for usually, for many years, over 40, having pretty bad ice storms that usually would bring down power lines, and hundreds of thousands or lots of people would lose their power in the Detroit metro area because all the lines would come down. I have a friend who was born during the first one back in 1976.
Well, Jackie.
Oh, Jackie. You have the Lovers.
It's the Lovers.
So there could be a choice here.
Lovers is about choices. You know, I saw somebody on Twitter recently who really had a nice read on the Lovers card. And I feel here that, you know, the choice is yours, how you want to handle a situation, or, you know, maybe also about, you know, how you're treating yourself right now and how you're looking at yourself and how you are, you know, the decisions and choices you're making about your body, your home, your career, whatever the case may be here. Make sure you're making choices that are with your best interests at heart, with the things that will support you rather than deplete you. You know, find the balance. See, this is another card in the way of balance, but this is balance in, you know, our ethics, our morals, our standards, our expectations for ourselves, right?
I like what you said there about the balance because, you know, there's another way that I look at this card, Jackie, and what I see is also the sense of opposites attracting or polarities. And so besides the idea of choices, a good choice, a bad choice, or just indulging yourself or indulging others, there's the idea here of really connecting with an opposite view. So it could be about the physical thing, meeting somebody who you realize is not really very like you, but you're drawn to this energy, this person, whether it's romantically or otherwise, something just connects you. I had that the other day at the pool. There was a lady there and I talked to her for a while and she saw that I was wearing an ankh and we just went off, you know, and I was really connecting to her. But in other ways, I felt she was a polarity, even though something connected us. So you got to wonder, like maybe sometimes the idea of opposites, polarities are really just a different way of syncing the same energies. It's kind of like the same energy, but in a different outward package. I don't know.
But it's but you know, you can see here too that I like the idea of opposites attract, and also this might be a card to tell you to kind of come to terms with integrating these opposite energies within yourself. There's a place for that. We can't, if we did everything the same way and thought the same way all the time, you know, we wouldn't grow. And I think here that if you have, you know, these struggles, these challenges, these differences within you, this is the seeds of growth. We don't. I'm not going to say we don't grow during happy times or perfectly stable times. That's not true. But true growth happens when we integrate, you know, the different polarities within us.
You know what else, Jackie? I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, and it's Ostara, or also called spring equinox, vernal equinox.
Oh, yeah.
And that's about the time when the day and the night are equally divided. So a sense of we are moving, or Spirit is saying, move towards that sense of, you know, really feeling like, you know, once again, it's the Goldilocks thing. It's not to this, it's not to that. It's just right.
And you know what? I have to say that spring and fall are my favorite days. The start of spring, the start of fall. I really feel and try to take in that balance of energies. So yeah, you know, when you receive a card like this, think about the equinox, you know, and think about the total balance of light and dark. And that's what this is talking about.
Yay.
Good luck with that.
And you're welcome. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. We'll see you again sometime.
And we're on Siama.
Hey, Siama.
Did I pull that? I did.
Yeah, I think you... No, I thought I did. Because I said something and then I let you take over.
I thought I...
Doesn't really matter.
Gave it to you. I remember handing it to you, so I'm sorry. I did. You'll have to trust me on that one.
Yes, I know what happened. I spoke and then I let you take over after I had done the cards. I said one line, whatever it was. Ah, yes.
You're welcome, Jackie. All right.
All right. Hey, Siyama. Let's see what the happy hour has for you. And here it is. Oh, I like it.
Hey.
You have the Hierophant. And so Spirit says maybe there's a couple things that could be going on here. One,
Yeah.
You are at a place now where you can easily decide to move towards a course that brings you some sort of enlightenment or brings an epiphany to you, something you didn't realize that makes so much sense that you feel happy about it, but also really kind of directs you towards even more. But the other thing it could mean is just saying you're happy right now because you sort of feel like everything has aligned in a way. This could be alignment of cultural perspectives, religious perspectives, emotional perspectives. So whatever it is, it could be all of those even. It could just be saying that you sort of have this feeling like everything is the way it should be. And of course, this does imply that it's sort of like a conventionality, a traditional aspect. Nothing is really bizarre but somehow meaningful. It's more traditional perhaps, or it's more a sense of you understanding it from a traditional balanced sense.
Well, and this is why I don't let him go first, because he takes away everything I want to say. Ha ha. But no, I was really focusing in on what he threw in at the end there, which was about tradition right now. Siyama, I feel this is a time to, to enjoy traditional things, traditional meals, tradition. If there's a tradition of getting together with family, if there's holidays coming that you celebrate, this is a time to really take that in and.
Like you do to him. Thanks for having
Violet.
me back. Oh, it was the Ides of March. Who got stabbed in the back? By who?
I know you're teasing. So am I.
Of course.
So am I when I say violator.
Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you very much to our violator. We could not do this without you.
Anyway, back to you, Siyama. I'm sorry. So, I also feel here that, tradition is something that is grounding. It's something that we have to fall back on. And I feel like at this time there's value in falling back on that. But also perhaps taking it a step further. As you see here, there's all these steps. We have to start somewhere. We start with what we know. We start with what we are accustomed to and what we are familiar with. And then we elevate ourselves further because we realize traditions are there to root us, to ground us in place, but they're not there to lock us in place. They're there for us to have something to fall back on and something to base future growth on. And so whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing right now, whether it's spiritual, whether it's even in the mundane world, you have a base that you can start off with and fall back on. But Spirit is calling you right now to take that and take it steps further.
It's kind of some aspects of esoteric studies where maybe they use the tree of life or some system to sort of create a file cabinet where you can kind of organize things on this process of moving up or down these situations. All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. We are on Violet.
And it's me, right?
I believe it is. I'm just going to let you do it anyway, but I believe it is. I did the highlight. Don't lick those crumbs off the plate. I saw you licking.
Licking?
Well, you don't want to be like, oh, who was it? Was it Ron DeSantis who scoops pudding out of a cup or whatever with his finger?
No, don't talk about that person.
Well, so I don't want to see you doing that with the crumbs. Maybe I
All
should
right,
leave them.
let's just focus on Violet. What is your happy hour message?
Let's see what he's got for you. Oh, for
Bam.
goodness sakes. Did he
Well,
shuffle?
I did, but I don't know why that happened. You got the same card, but this message is obviously for you because we know, of course, because you've shared with us, what's been going on in your life, what really is maybe refocusing you, giving you new purpose, showing you a different path, or maybe a path that you knew about, but somehow you hadn't been drawn enough to begin walking it. But now you are. Now you will be, and it maybe just keeps going. Like it just looks like there's only visible a part of where it's going, but there's obviously more there.
Well, clearly, I think you have found something that you are looking for. But of course, that something is leading to more growth and more steps that you need to take to reach that enlightened, ascension or place that you want to be. And it's the spirit is inviting you to start walking that ladder. I think you already have, clearly, and that's it. You finally are here at this point now where the only way to go for you is up, right?
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go but up.
Yeah. So I see that here, and I can almost see why, we got this card for you today. So, wow.
Awesome.
This is an awesome card. It's an awesome card because
And away!
What?
Up, up, and away.
Oh, up, up, and away. Up, up, and away. Are you going to sing? Don't sing that song.
Would you like to fly in my beautiful balloon? Way up in the air in my beautiful balloon.
I thought it was way up in the sky, but maybe I'm wrong.
It could be the sky.
Okay.
Where's Anthony? He likes my singing.
Well, he's not here. And I would say, let's move on. So, I think that this is very positive. There is nothing but light awaiting you at the top of all of this. So, just keep climbing. Just keep climbing. That's what we have for you.
All right. So, happy hour is almost over.
It's definitely over when he starts singing.
I'm no fat lady. That would be you.
Oh! Ooh.
You're welcome. Okay, the not fat but not really skinny guy will sing at the end of the show.
All right.
I'm a Goldilocks guy. I'm not too fat. I'm not too skinny. I'm just right.
He is not. He's skinny. He's skin and bones. He's got legs like a spider. That's all I can say. That might be too much information.
This is a family show. Otherwise, I would
Mr. O.
reveal some sag factor.
Channel your King of Swords. Channel your King of Swords to make the important choice and decision of not singing on the show, for example. But also, channel that wisdom that will inform your decisions going forward. You have the clarity now and the ability to, see things from a bigger perspective.
The wise man has a problem. Okay, I can't do Michael
It's also
McDonald.
a time for you to show your leadership skills, whether it's on your job with your patrons.
Yeah, I'm such a great leader over there.
Or,
help me with the computer.
Leadership, can happen even in the most mundane work. It's how you approach it. So,
We'll talk.
Oh dear.
But I like it. Thank you very much.
Yes. And, listen to the wise voice. See that raven or crow up there? He's not going to peck your head, but he's trying to tell you something. So I feel here that right now maybe there's going to be some type of epiphany or breakthrough for you. Good luck with that.
Wouldn't that be nice?
All right.
All right, so therefore it's now your turn.
And it's 11:03. We're just
Wow.
at the 11 o'clock hour. I'm going to get my Namaste deck ready while you're doing that. Don't forget, next Thursday, no show. Kind of sad about that, but no show. I'll have to find something to keep myself busy that night while he's gone. Maybe I'll do some card pulls on social media or something.
All right, Banshee. The world. Banshee, you are the world. You are my world.
Ah, for better or worse, in sickness and in health.
Slowly spinning. Spinning to something that will never end.
It's a vicious circle, isn't it?
It's a vicious circle. But you bring a sense of foundation and purpose to everything. You are the four corners of the world, if not the world. You sort of have this idea of balance squared in a way, because like balance is usually two things, but you got four things. The four corners there.
I got too many things.
So you're balanced in a more, 5D way.
Whoa. Did I hear that right?
Maybe, because I don't really know what that term means.
Well, Violet can inform you.
So this is saying that maybe there are things that have brought a sense of completion, but still you know that the world keeps turning and that there are only going to be new things to discover, new things to put forth into action.
I
The
am
fifth
just
dimension.
going to
This is
cut
the
them for me.
dawning.
Just cut them. I'm going to take the all the way, three piles, You know the ropes.
Of the age of Aquarius.
And that
age
looks
of
like a
Aquarius.
familiar card to me. For our final card, thank you, Mr. O, for that. And what were we talking about a bit today? We were talking about Sunny and the light. The sun came out in the reading, and so what do I have here? It's pretty bright.
It's washed out.
Washed out.
Well, the image itself is pretty bright. It looks like it looks like a sun in a field of flowers.
It's the sun, and it's called a blessing from the light. You are dearly loved, more than you can possibly imagine, and you are never alone. A universe of love and light surrounds you and showers you with blessings that ebb and flow in your heart. And, that falls in line with what we were talking about from the Because I Love Myself Oracle at the beginning of the show. Know that you are loved and that you are never alone, but also love yourself. Love yourself. Feel not just the love coming from without, but feel the love within. Namaste, everybody. I hope you have a great week ahead. Stay happy, keep thinking positive thoughts, and we won't see you Thursday, but we will see you tomorrow if you come to our live show, or see me in the chat room at my Material Matters show tomorrow. Take care. We will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.